Hi there. Sitting out here making some tinctures with some things I had that I needed to use. Pardon my yellow fingers. I have been working with turmeric and it stains everything. Currently, right now, I am working with this fun, interesting character here. Let me see if I can't show you. I am working with lion's mane. I was able to get a hold of some lion's mane for super cheap. And I use lion's mane every single day. It helps with cognitive function and brain function and things like that. And for, a woman that's in her 40s, I can very much say that it's been a major blessing as far as my brain fog goes. I'm also somebody that has an autoimmune illness that causes brain fog of its own. So I'm not like chopping this up or anything. It comes apart really well. I'm tearing it apart and I'm just tossing it in this jar and I'm gonna make a tincture out of it. Now, mushroom tinctures are a little different. Well, not just mushrooms, certain mushrooms and roots and things like lichens that you're going to be making sorry, there was a little piece on there that I wasn't real happy with, that you're going to be making tinctures out of. You're going to have to do what's called a double extraction. And basically what that is, and I'll show you when I strain this out when it comes time, which is going to be in about 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks. Basically with a double extraction, you soak your plant matter in your alcohol for your 6 to 8 weeks, and then you cook it down into water. Certain amount of water ratio and things like that, and you cook it down for a certain amount of time. And as you do that, it extracts more of your really deep rooted water soluble properties, because mushrooms are sometimes really hard to get some of the water soluble properties out of them. So I will do, I think I already said usnea, I will do a double extraction from, and with lion's mane mushroom and things like that, I'll do the same. So I'm going to do the basic thing that I usually do with my tinctures is get my plant matter in here, and I'm going to pour alcohol over it and let it soak. Lion's mane has done a lot for me. I think I've been using lion's mane for about 5 years now. Maybe a little longer, give or take. I'm not sure. But it has just done so much. I was so foggy headed and I really, really struggled for so long. And I usually take like lion's mane powder. You can also dehydrate these. And I find them on sale or local farms and things like that. And I will dehydrate some. And we can like add them to soups. This one's really cool because the mane itself is like super long. You see it? It's like crazy long. That one's really cool. Some of them have shorter hairs than others, and some of them have longer hairs. I'm sure hairs is not the technical term for it, but guess what? I'm not a fully technical type of person, so if you don't like it, go find somebody's page that goes into crazy technicalities and things like that, because I like to keep things simple and unscary for myself and for everybody else. That being said, I had a brain fart and I don't remember exactly what I was saying about lion's mane. Oh yeah. I will dehydrate these in my dehydrator and grind them up into powder and put them in my morning coffee. I'll put like, you know, a quarter teaspoon or something in my coffee, and it's made a huge difference. Now you can buy lion's mane powder. I mean, most grocery stores even sell it now at this point. You can definitely buy the powder if you want to. But I have just found that, you know, for a bag of the powder, it runs about, you know, 20 bucks and up, right? If I buy the fresh, I could spend anywhere from $10 to $20. Sometimes more if I'm like, farmers markets get expensive. Okay. I have also grown my own at one point. Some of you know that. Some of you saw some of my videos from back then, but, and I can make this huge tincture here, and this will last me a year or more. And with the ones that I dehydrate and the powder that I make, I don't want to stuff this too like full because I want it to soak up the alcohol. It's going to expand. It's going to, I mean, it's not going to expand, it's pretty wet, but it will absorb that alcohol, and I don't want there to be not enough room for the alcohol to actually, like, do its job. And I also don't want it to grow mold because there's not enough alcohol content in this jar either. So I'm not going to break up too much more for this. But, you know, when I dehydrate them and make them into powder for my coffee or for soups, you know, my kids really like them, and they'll make like homemade ramen noodle soup, and they'll put the dehydrated chunks like in their soups, which is super healthy for them, and their little brains are developing, you know, still, and things like that. So I think that's enough. It's pretty darn full. So that being said, I can grind those up into powder and, you know, get a good amount for my coffee in the morning when I've only spent like 10 bucks instead of having to go to the store and spend like $25 on an amount that's not going to last me as long as I would like it to. So this jar is pretty full, and these like to float when you make tinctures. So you see it kind of coming over the top there. You pour it so it's extra full, and then you're going to pop your lid on, and it should push all of that down. If you're worried about it, you could put like a fermentation stone on there or something to weigh your plant matter down, but I have found this works pretty good. Look, I filled it so full that some of it leaked out. So I'm gonna probably get a better lid for this one. But I just wanted to share the tinctures I was making real quick tonight. If you watched my turmeric video, you can now see just how dark some of that liquid actually is already. It's like this crazy dark orange color. And it's only been 10 minutes. So I hope you all have a good evening. I hope you found this fun and informative. And go make your own tinctures, because it's not that hard, and really it saves so much money. It saves so much money. It really, really does. My hands are turning more and more yellow by the moment. I'll be yellow for days. You guys have a good night.